So we're now going into our next section and we're moving on to some upper body exercise examples with the Bosu. All right, first one we're going to start off with is a push-up, or a press-up, you might call it. So you can do these dome side up or dome side down. So let's start off with dome side down. So again, just make sure that your thumbs are in the grooves and your fingertips are wrapped around the outside of the Bosu. So let's step 1 foot back, legs off, and again, gazing down towards the Bosu, head in line with the spine, bracing the core muscles, and you're going to bring the elbows out to the side, and you're going to press down so your chest goes down towards the platform base. Elbows out, and push all the way back up to the top. So really focusing on working through your chest muscles, your pecs, and also your triceps as well, as also your core muscles. If that's too hard, you can always regress it and bring the knees down and do the same exercise. Keeping the elbows out, coming all the way back up to the top, keeping it nice and smooth and controlled. Now, let's flip it over. So, if I was to take it over, dome side up, there are a couple of exercises that you can do, for example, this way, and doing, again, the push-up. So let's do a bias push-up, first of all. So one hand on top of the logo, place one hand to the outside of the Bosu. Bringing the legs back, nice strong core, stay strong with the shoulder girdle, and all you're going to do is do a press-up. Again, elbow out each time, pressing down and pushing up, dropping the knees if you want to regress it. And you also can add in a variation where you were traveling this movement. So one hand to the side, come up, switch hands, same with the other side, come up, switch hands. And you continue that movement as many as you want to do with your clients. So that makes a chest exercise, but also core muscles are involved to make a really good exercise to work those muscle groups. So the next exercise we're going to do for upper body is standing bilateral shoulder press. Then I'm going to show you a variation. So standing on top of the Bosu balance trainer, again with your feet just outside of the logo, shoulders down and back, bracing those core muscles and bringing the dumbbells onto your shoulder. And then pressing up above the head. So maintaining that balance and that stabilization on top of the Bosu balance trainer. Again, keeping the movement nice and smooth. All the way up, so you're creating full range of motion with your arms. All the way to the top. And all the way down. Now, if this is a variation, you could come down with one foot stable on the floor and add in an alternating biased shoulder press. So, flexing the knees slightly. So you're pushing from ankle, knee to hip. Flexing ankle, knee to hip, and then coming up and pressing up to the top. Coming down again with a small squat, pressing up to the top with that shoulder press. So working on balance, stabilization, your shoulder strength is increased here. And also you'll probably start to feel it through your ankle and your feet as they're really having to balance on top of the Bosu and work too to stay in that position. And you can do that same exercise the other side as well. So same again. Stepping out to the side, pressing up as you bring that foot on top of the Bosu, extending that arm so it's nice and long, and increase the range of motion if you want to make it harder. So go deeper into the squat. So that's two variations there. So bilateral, and then you can go to one side and do a unilateral. Next exercise we're going to look at is the standing lunge row. So we're going to start off in a split squat position. You're going to take one foot on top of the logo and take the other leg back. So you're unbalanced to begin with. Your elbow gently rests on the top of your knee. Bring one arm down so it comes directly down towards the Bosu, and then pull your elbow up to the side of your rib cage, keeping it as close to the body as possible. So you're feeling it there through those upper body muscles, so through your lats, and you're going to feel that ankle and foot stabilization going on too. And also balance through the core muscles is greatly needed at this point too. Now, if you want to make this harder for a balance challenge, you can take the front part of your foot off, and that has less contact point with the Bosu. So that's going to make it more challenging to stay in that position. There's a real added balance challenge there. Here we go. And then release.